things that you can't fall asleep there. You know, they want to go to those two big guys underneath the basket, so we got to get a body on them. Like
at what point do you just say, okay, we're going to guard the line, we're going to guard down in the post, you can take all the shots outside? I mean, other than Tyler Parker, really the three-point specialist, I feel like you take your bet inside with Webb and Rashawn.
And like I said, you know, they're going to get their points, but we can't give them those easy ones like that. And you know, you pack it inside and let them shoot those threes. And if they start hitting them, okay, then we make an adjustment. But in most cases, if they're not shooting those and they don't want to take those shots and they're not hitting them, let them take them all night long, get the rebound, go down the other end.
Whoa, that fell off. Yeah, we're up here on we're up here on like a little ledge thing, and I've got like one leg like teetering on the edge. I about went down.
You fall off there, I'm going to have to find a replacement.
Yeah. Totally fresh group. So the timeout was brought to you by State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. We'll see what the Cats do here. And Tennessee High is going to pressure coming out of the timeout. And like you said, Watkins is signed in for the first time today. Is now Strong in transition. Goes up with a finger roll, and he got it. 26-20. Good box out down there. Watkins able to hold off the defender, and that was a really good play in transition. Breaking the press.
Right.
Getting a good look. Now Mitchell controls it for the Vikings. Webb wide open three from the top. Missed. Rattled out. Don't know how he missed that one. It went all the way in. Now Strong forces it down court. It hits off Austin. Ooh. Oh, they're going to change it. It looked like for a second they were going to give it back to the Cats. I was about to say.
We'll get away with one there. But again, that was a good look, but you didn't have to do that.
26-22. Yeah, that's pushing it there. As they get Webb against Inman, and it rolls around, doesn't go, and they get the board. Washawn was trying to run it down. Strong got it, and they're trying to push it in transition. Strong going against two, and he put it in. He rose up against them, and I think that's the right play for Tennessee High. He's got all the momentum coming down. You could have taken the charge. It would have been iffy. But if you go up in the air, you're going to get called for the foul.
Ooh,
and Webb took a step, but they're going to get the foul. Looks like on Spike.
Should be on the floor, though.
Before he was going to take the shot.
Yeah, it should be on the floor.
And it is. So Webb has played a lot here in the first half. That was Spike's first foul. He'll go sit. Now Johnny Wynn back out on the floor. Wynn got into foul trouble a little bit earlier in the game. That's actually his seventh foul, so he'll go to the line anyway, even though it was on the floor. 1-1. Yeah. So Inman in for Spike. And Watkins out on the floor. Or not Inman, but Wynn in for Spike. As the first one's good from Webb. 27-24. Again, really for the Cats. Sort of like that Marion game. Hang around.
Yeah.
Third quarter, you might catch fire again. They outscored Marion in that third quarter yesterday. 23-11.
And again, they're getting down the other end, and they're making them, but they're kind of rushing the offense a little bit. Slow it back down.
Of course, that's what Tennessee High is going to want them to do with this press. But if you break it, you about got to take it. You know, when you got one-on-one or two-on-one down here on this end, see if they can get a little outlet pass. They'll sit Brown. Now Brandon Brown will come out.
You got K. Mitchell. Yeah. I thought he was coming back in.
Mitchell's about to check back in as Inman's trying to push. He'll get it back out. Johnny Wynn baseline drive. Pass underneath to Watkins. Good find there by Johnny Wynn. I was going to say he should have.
Sean Watkins.
I was going to say he should have went on in with it.
I thought he was, but that was a good look and great finish by Sean Watkins.
4:15 to go until half. Cats have
Be
cut
smart
it to
here. Wynn almost picked up a foul there. Be smart.
Webb had it for a second. Now they throw it back out. Aiden Carter to Webb. Webb out about 5 feet behind. Now trying to drive. Pulls up jumper from about 10 feet and got it. Little fadeaway there as they're going to try to push in transition. Wynn had it, mishandled it, got up, fancy layup, missed. Good defense there by Washawn to close out.
If you're going to do that, continue to finish it. Make them foul you.
3:50. He didn't initiate the contact.
Got a rebound here.
Watkins goes up for it, got beat to it by Washawn, and not a good box out there. And 32-26. He had it at a 2-point game. Now it's back to 32-26. There's Gavin Austin, a quick three, and it hit and rolled out. Watkins comes down with the board, fighting for it. He's going to put it back up, hit off the back of the rim, and Washawn gets it.
But that's a great way to fight for that rebound, though.
6-point lead. Webb's driving, a jumper from the baseline, missed short.
We had three Bearcats.
And they get a travel on with Sean, but like you said, there were three guys. Johnny Wynn, Alex Inman, and Sean Watkins were right underneath.
We're all just kind of watching. We're all just kind of looking at each other.
I mean, Washawn is the biggest guy on the court. Box him out. I mean, it might take two to box him out, but the other one can get it, right? So.
Well, Sean, he's a big body himself. We got to box that kid out. But there's three of us there. One of us has to come down with that.
Watkins will sit, and now Brown back out on the floor. Luckily, Washawn walked with the ball.
You know, the funny thing, again, that's interesting.
Pressure was on, but Gavin got it out. He was double-teamed in the corner. Wynn has it, now Strong. Wide open, look left wing, Inman.
Addison Minor did the same thing in the girls' game, and we didn't get that walk call.
Gavin Austin driving, layup, sort of contorted himself and missed it. Webb comes down with the board.
There.
Good pass underneath Webb, back out. Little jumper taken or faked by Parker. Now Webb misses on the inside and gets fouled and the points. All right, you had basically three chances there at that one, and Webb pays it off with two, and now he'll have a chance for another. It's 34-26, and it was just 28-26.
Yeah. This is where slow it down now. Tennessee High, they're pushing the pace now. Slow it down. Get them back out of rhythm. We're out of rhythm now. We're trying to push the pace just as fast as they're pushing the pace. They have the momentum now. Slow it back down.
Yeah, you see Gavin took that long three there, second year from the corner really early. Now he's getting double-teamed in the corner. They're going to say he stepped out, but, man, where are you supposed to go?
Yeah. And Coach Rasmussen's going to go over and talk to the officials.
Usually, sometimes you'll get the call there getting pushed out. But.
I mean, there was some contact there, and I think our point guards in the first game, Ali Amaya was trying to get that
turnover,
call.
And they'll lob it up to Washawn down on the block. He turns and tries to turn it in, and he does.
They're starting to feed those big guys inside. And right here, okay, don't rush anything. Set up an offense.
Inman has it. He's going to try to drive, and he lost it, but he got tripped up, and he'll get fouled. But like you said, it's still the same. Are you surprised that Coach Razek's not called a timeout at this point?
Call a timeout. Get us calmed down. I mean, you had Gavin Trail in there. You don't have all your players down there. Calm down. Like we're trying to push the pace right now. The momentum's on Tennessee High. That's what they want.
35-26. Inman will go to the line. 8 fouls apiece for both Virginia High and Tennessee High, as we do have a substitution for Tennessee High. Tyler Parker will step out, and then comes Brandon Brown.
Got to make these count.
All right, Inman's first free throw is on. It hit the front. Looked like it was going to come off, but it bounced back in. From our angle, it was hard to tell, but it went down.
Got to make it count here.
35-27. Got a chance to cut it to 7 with a make here.
Now, we got to get down this other end and get rebounds. We're starting to get out-rebounded by Tennessee High now.
Second one rattled out. Wasn't pretty right there. Both of them hit the rim.
Hey, they
both
went in.
35-28. Webb has it. He's not going to bring it up the floor. He'll pass it back off to Brown. Jake Johnson has checked back into the game. He came in for Johnny Wynn. Gavin Austin against Webb. Webb, a pull-up jumper off the back iron.
Here.
Missed. Washawn gets it, but a block underneath. The ball's still out. Right there, Will Brown pulled up, thought it was off of one of Tennessee High's, and it'll stay Tennessee High.
But again, we had 3 kids right there. One of us got to come down with that.
And Washawn got a hand on it and kept it alive. Baseline inbounds for Tennessee High, and a quick 3 taken off of the inbounds. Nobody boxed out Washawn, and it's an easy 2 points.
Guys, we got to get those rebounds.
37-28 as Inman drove. Now Brown on the baseline. Got the contact, but went up anyway, and he got the 2. Didn't get the foul. Thought he might have got one on Washawn there, but he was able to pull off, I believe, good enough and cut it back to a 7-point game. Minute 55 to go. You feel like this is an important time in the game. This is sort of that momentum time as they lob it up to Washawn underneath, and he got fouled as Brown fouled him.
That has to be at least 2 or 3 on Brown. I believe it could be 3. I know it's at least 2.
It's 2. So 2 fouls. That's a 9th foul, and you'll send Washawn to the line as Watkins gets ready to check in for Brown with a minute 49 to go until half.
You have to box him out, and that's I truly believe that's one thing that Coach Rasmussen would talk at halftime. We gotta box those big guys out.
Washawn missed the front end. He gets another anyway, though, as I do have a substitution. Aiden Carter comes out, and they'll sign McBriar back in. Second free throw missed. Good box out there. Strong boxed out Webb.
Now slow it down, slow it down.
Trying to push, but he'll bounce pass it out to Johnson, who dribbles it around. The ball got tipped and a turnover on a pass that probably shouldn't have been made. Now Brandon Brown, a pass out to Washawn, who's wanting to drive, but he doesn't. Brown has it in the left corner or right corner, doesn't take. 3-pointer from Webb. It was contested, but just a good look, and he got it. 40-30, and it's a 10-point lead for Tennessee High. Now they're putting a lot of pressure on the Cats, like you said. You got to calm down, and they haven't done that yet. Try to get it underneath the Watkins, and another turnover.
Again, slow the pace down. Let everybody get down so you can set up an offense.
Cade Mitchell trying to drive, and they'll get a foul. I believe the ball was coming out anyway, but he just sort of dove into Watkins, and now he'll go to the line. And we were talking, we were at 3 minutes to go or about 3:30 to go. It was a 2-point game. Now it's 42-30, and they're at the line. They can stretch it to 14 with a minute to go until half.
But it's the pace of the game. They want to play fast pace. Our kids got to understand that. Come down. We're rushing the ball down the other end, and we got kids trailing. We don't even have our whole team down there yet. Slow it down. Get the extra pass. We were doing that in the first quarter, and we were only down by 4. And now we're trying to match them pace-wise, and we can't do that.
That free throw was missed. 43-30. He made the front one. Missed the second. Rebound went to Watkins, and here come the Cats. Inman trying to run it down the court. Pass out to Johnson. Nearly went out of bounds, but Johnson collects.
Set up an offense right here. Set up an offense.
13-point lead for Tennessee High. It's been a quiet 13-point lead. It seems like it's just a 2-point game still. That one's batted out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cats.
I would say this. Tennessee High struggled at the free throw line. So, again, it's kind of like that girls' game. If they would hit all their free throws, it could be a bigger lead for them.
Austin got a wide-open look off the sideline inbounds and cut it to 43-33. So from 13 to a 10-point game now.
Get a stop right here. Get a rebound. Take it out there and get some points.
35 seconds to go in the half. 43-33. See if the Cats can get a stop. Mitchell driving against Inman. He's out there near the half-court logo. If he takes another step back, it's going to be a backcourt. But just sort of holding it out there. Why not come out and do a double team here on one of the guards?
Ooh, got away with a carry there. Got away with a carry.
Definitely toting it over in that left hand as LaShawn gets it down on the block. They double team him, and a 3 in the corner. Brown missed. Rebound goes to Adkins. He got knocked down, or Inman, by LaShawn, and he puts it back in. I don't know about that. He sort of ran over.
Got 3 seconds here. Got to set something up. Don't.
2 seconds. He puts it up. It hits off the front of the rim from about 30 feet. About put it in, but 45-33, a 12-point lead. I don't know about this down here. I don't know how you don't blow the whistle there with Sean pushing down Inman. He clearly had the ball, but it would have been nice to go to the line there and have a chance to cut it to 8.
But it's those missed opportunities there. We get the rebound, we get pushed down. It is what it is. But to me that's a big possession. We get the ball right there, go down and get 2 points, and then it's cut back to a 10-point lead.
If he secures that rebound and gets pushed down like he did, then they call it.
Yeah.
Then you go down here, and instead of 12-point game, you got an 8-point game. But that's just the way it falls sometimes. So as we head to halftime, the score 45-33 in favor of the Vikings. There's a 12-point lead, but the Cats staying in there. They're fighting with them. And, majority, it's really just a few players that are even playing for the Cats. We're not really playing a whole lot of different guys. I know Will Brown's played a lot.
Now, you talked about that last night. Does depth become a problem in the second half? Tennessee High, they started pushing the pace a little bit, started playing fast, starting to press, starting to get the ball down. Does that affect us in the second half because we don't have the deep bench? And like you said, Tennessee High on this side of the state line, they can bring up those JV players, and they might not get a lot of minutes varsity-wise, but those give you extra bodies that you can rest some of their better players.
So, again, we welcome you to the halftime report here on Bearcat Radio. Again, some of the trends in that one, a lot of difference. Like we said about the officiating in Game 1 to Game 2 for the girls' game. Boy, what would we have given for this, for the girls' game to, for them to swallow the whistle here and there. But, man, you can't control that. All right, let's go in the locker room. Tennessee High, what are they doing? What is Coach Witcher telling the Vikings at half up by 12?
Yeah, it's senior night. Let's keep focus on the game. Let's not think about the festivities that's going to be going on after the game or even here at halftime or what have you. Let's focus on this win. In that second quarter, they start pushing. They start getting the momentum. They start playing fast. So he's going to come out here with that same type of tempo, with that same – there's really not too much you have to change. I think they started gaining momentum there. I think they started gaining where they wanted to be. They started getting the ball to the big guys underneath and just continue to do what they're doing. And in there, I know he's telling his kids, guys, we're bigger. We're better than them. We got this. So I don't think he's going to change too much.
Yeah, I think, like you said, once they got him right there, it was a 2-point game with less than 5 minutes to go until half, and now it's up to 12. But the Cats are really losing the rebounding war right now.